My name is Elijah John, and today I want to talk to you about, the key inspiration in my life, which is my dad. His name is gora ndiaye. My dad has shaped my life and pushed me throughout my whole life through the tough times and the good times we enjoyed, but he pushed me my whole life, and he worked. I watched him work so hard, throughout my whole life growing up. All I see was just hard work, what a man's supposed to do, is just to take care of his family. And those are things that I see in my father, which inspired me throughout my life. And it's been three things that I took from my dad, which I ran from, which implement in my life, which is the value of hard work and to love your family and to focus on your dreams and what your goals are, whatever it is, and I want to talk to you about those three things that my dad taught me. You know, one of the first things is, most important thing is that my father taught me was the value of hard work. You know, my father would work two jobs, every day. He worked pretty much 16-hour shifts. He's barely home. He come whenever he gets home, he get a little rest and he's right back. He gets up and he goes right back to work. There was times with my little sisters, my little brother and sisters didn't understand. But as being the oldest in the family, I had to explain to them, why my dad wasn't spending as much time as he was with them. But they was young, so they didn't have any understanding. But me, I was a little older and wiser, so I seen what he was trying to accomplish, and it inspired me. This man would come home, tired. I can see in his eyes, but you know what? He'll fight it off and he'll get up and go to work. You know, and what that tells me is that I use that as a motivation every time I practice, whether I'm practicing, whether I'm doing work, no matter how tired I am, I can push myself further. And that was important because he played a big role in my life. And another thing that I want to talk to you that I learned was to love your family, because if you don't love your family, then no one will love you. And what I learned in this world is that family comes first besides God, after God. And there's people in this world that acts like they care about you, but they don't. And my dad has taught me that, you know, you're nothing without your family. You're nothing without God, but you're nothing without your family also. Because no matter what, they're always going to be the one you can rely on, you can come back to. They're going to be the one to be there when there's bad things, when there's negative things. Family first. So he always teach me to love, you know. And the last thing that I learned, is to just, if you have a dream, to just go after your dream. And that's one thing that I did. You know, I my goal is to get to the NFL. My brother's goal is to get to the NFL. And you know what? And that's something we strive for every day. And we're working very hard, and every time I want to get tired, every time I get tired, I always think about what my dad tell me is that when you resting, someone else is out there working harder than you. And I believe that, and I believe hard work pays off, And when you work to the point where you can push yourself any further, there's ways around that. You can still go harder. And I believe that to this day, And that's what I respect about him, because those are things that he did. And that's where he achieved his goal, His goal was, to make sure we fed, you know, and by working those hours of shift, he made sure we fed. We had clean clothes. We have nice things. Every Christmas or whatever holiday, we didn't struggle. We didn't have, we didn't worry about those things. We haven't, you know. And those are things that I remember, and I just, I appreciate that, you know. And finally, in conclusion, I just want to say, it's taking a little longer than expected, but you know what? Good things happen to those who wait, and one day I'll be able to, me and my brother, repay my dad and my mom, as a matter of fact, for all the things that they've done for us. And that's the goal. And I will not rest till I accomplish that. Thank you.